We're all showered and clean and feel so good after being on the boat for 6 days. We stocked up on some stuff at Canadian Tire for a
patch kit to fix some holes in the dinghy.
They weren't there last year, but something must have happened and there's some holes there, so it keeps deflating and poor Alex keeps having to inflate it every time he try to use it. So
we're pretty lucky though, because we've got a pump and I put a lot of pressure in the other two. It's basically got 3 things you inflate, and the other 2 are like still really good and really good shape in the whole there. So we only got to patch the couple holes, and it should be good to go all year. And we still got it for free, so can't beat that.
We went back through our old anchorage just to check things out, and it was like it's white caps out there again.
Still garbage.
Just crazy. So yeah, I'm so happy that we decided to move, and when we did.
We're gonna tour around Picton today and check out a couple areas, get the dinghy all patched up. Here's a view. We're just going over the Picton Bridge right now.
Guess what else we got?
Should be picking it up tomorrow. We got a new 4.5 horsepower Evinrude 1982 outboard motor.
Now we'll be able to just dinghy on to wherever we need to go, and it'll be nice to like check out areas before anchoring.
Something to keep in mind, all you fellow sailors out there, if you plan on doing any trips and you think your dinghy's probably fine, if you have the money, go out and get an outboard motor, because it's your car. It makes a big difference.
Breathe in the air, the light that surrounds me.
It's not actually that deflated right now.
I mean, I think it's just those 2 holes, and it'll be really good.
Yeah.
Like I said, you won't really know until the heat hits it.
Yeah.
Expands it.
If we hold ourselves together, we'll go far.
We just went up a boat ramp, babe.
Created a space. In my head it was empty.
Because we had been using the dinghy with the holes unpatched, the tubes had filled with quite a bit of water. We spent over an hour tipping in different ways to drain all the water out.
Was denied. I had spent those years, did not recognize the person that's inside.
Alex, like a gentleman, offered to do most of the holding, so I treated him to a massage while we waited.
I think that's a fair trade.
We have a purpose, but to take that leap, you must recognize the person that's inside.
Now that all the water is out, we prep the dinghy with sandpaper. This roughs up the surface of the dinghy and allows for better adhesion.
Next, we apply the adhesive glue over the hole and the surface we plan to cover with our patch.
The story's not over. As I fall, I will continue to get up.
Time to apply the patch. This hole was close to the seams on both sides, so we were careful to line it up for maximum strength. You want to lay it as flat as possible to avoid air between the patch and dinghy.
Make sure to apply minimal pressure while the glue dries so the corners don't lift.
Alex is being bossy.
Yeah, I want to make sure these patches are mint.
Being super bossy, I'm like holding this and he's like telling me I'm doing it wrong, and he comes in and friggin' presses it even harder than what I was doing in the first place.
Yeah, but I'm like professional pressing.
Oh yeah, he's professional patch jobber, even though this is the first time.
First dinghy patch.
There's that one. There's this one. This one's on a crease, so it's not as ideal, but
it's like a really bad spot.
and then hopefully this will be like the end of our dinghy problems.
Well, I doubt it, but hopefully it'll be good for a while anyway.
Well, now that we're getting our dinghy motor, we won't have to worry that our oar is broken. And
yeah, I'm so pumped for the dinghy motor.
Yeah,
so pumped. 4.5. Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
I got something in my eye again.
Yeah, Krystal
like my
either
thing.
loses her phone or gets something in her eye.
And it's always this eye.
Every
Like
5 minutes.
it's always this eye, and it always hurts so bad. Like I don't know what it's like.
eye.
It's like debris.
My eye.
It's debris. Debris gets in my eye, and it hurts. Well, she's all loaded up, ready to go, pumped up.
Yeah.
Hopefully the seals hold. If they do, that would be great. If no more leaking, because we've pumped this dinghy up probably, what, 20 times now?
More than enough. My leg muscles are jacked.
She floats.
$1 million. It's like a brand new dinghy.
Everything's going really well today. Alex patched up the kit.
I was team effort.
Dinghy?
Yeah.
Couldn't remember the
I
name.
just use a tire patch kit if anyone wants to know. Like so far it seems to be working good. I did research on it and it's a lot cheaper than like the other ones I looked at, $7.
Just ordered some food from Evinrude in Picton,
Yeah.
and their service was really good. Highly recommend. I haven't had anything yet, but these are these like avocado bites. So
Yeah.
we'll give them a try.
They look good.
That is good. Really good. Alex does this weird thing where he eats lemons. Does anyone else do that? Like, look at this guy.
Delicious.
I can just feel the sour in my mouth.
So good.
I can feel the sour
That
in my
wasn't
mouth.
a sour one.
This is the most amount of sweet potato fries I think I've ever seen. I just opened this up and like,
It's like a pound.
it's so many sweet potato fries. Like I don't know how I'm gonna eat all those. I definitely won't be able to. At least Dexter likes sweet potato fries though, so
Yeah,
he can
me and
share.
Dexter
with
will
me.
help.
Yeah.
Sorry I kept you waiting forever and a day.
It's supposed to get down to 7 degrees tonight, which I think is freezing. And Alex is sitting here saying that his comfort level minimum is 5, which
Yeah. I've done a lot of camping in early seasons and I think 5 degrees
No.
or colder. I've done as low as like
freezing.
1 degree and that's too cold, I'll admit. But as long as you get 5 degrees or higher,
my comfort level would be like 14 degrees because
midsummer.
because who wants to sleep when it's less than 14
We're not in
degrees?
the Bahamas yet. This is Lake Ontario.
And Alex is making fun of me because I never let him open the windows in the summer or like put a fan on because I like the warmth. Like, I'm a warm body. I love it.
And I need to sleep under the blanket, so I'll be in bed and I'll have like one toe underneath the blanket, no fan, no window, not even a breath like of fresh air, and the whole place just sweating profusely. Wake up in the morning, how'd you sleep, babe? Great. Slept great. So refreshed.
Yeah, I don't like to be cold. Like I'm cold right now. It's cold out.
It's like we live in Canada or something.
Yeah, well, thank you. It was so cold the other night. I couldn't sleep. I even had my whole face underneath the blanket. It was like, my nose was even poked out a little bit. I was like frostbitten.
Yeah, it was cold last night. Yeah.
And it's only supposed to be 2 degrees warmer. 2 degrees, and Alex was like,
Yeah.
golden.
Well, we brought
golden.
more blankets tonight. and
Golden.
stuff.
Yeah, we're golden because it's 2 degrees warmer. It's gonna be like mint.
1, we're on our sailboat. 2, I'm drinking beer. 3,
Maybe something.
look at this water. It's glass. That's golden. That's golden right there. That's miraculous. I wonder why you guys couldn't get one night. The furnace is here.
You were freezing. You were freezing. You
Yeah,
couldn't
that's 'cause
sleep
I was-
because you were too
I was
cold.
like-
You said you're such
That's
a liar.
because Dexter always sleeps in between us, and Krystal sleeps on the outside of the bed. So like my body's like pressed up against the side of the hull, and we have like no insulation on the side of our hull. So like yeah, when it's like 6 degrees and your body's pressed up against the side of the hull, so it's basically like you're swimming. I'll admit it's too cold.
I made him take that side because I was so cold in the V berth when we were both in beside the hull. So now we're sleeping on like the pull-out bed.
Here's me. I'm like Mr. Mime on the side of the hull. Yeah, that's cold for sure.
Yeah,
Love it?
yeah. Well, you like being cold when you sleep, so
Perfect. Got to have all my feet inside the blanket.
wow. So we're boiling some coffee, and it's so cold in here that our propane is frosting.
Full frost.
Don't mind our boat's really messy right now. We've been really busy trying to fix a few things, and it's been cold, and we've had bad weather, so we're a little bit behind on the dishes and cleaning, but
Coffee's more important.
yeah. This is how cold it is too. Look at Dexter's just snugged right in there.
Yep, he gets all the blankets.
Yeah.
Gets snugged in. Might be our last row.
I recall the past again tonight. It's in the front of my mind. As I fall apart, you begin to cry. The tears are making you blind. The future's far away, but I'll stay. I'll stay. Just take a leap of faith. We'll find a way.
Okay, so we're en route to go get our dinghy motor.
Yeah, pump.
Hopefully everything goes well. We're just gonna like test it out.
From what I feel inside, there's no more time to hide. Because I feel again. I feel again. Oh,
Yeah, the wheel fit on our mountain bracket small, yeah.
Everything went to plan, so
As far as we know, it all went good. I talked to the guy for a long time. They seemed like just like all the other boater people we've met, just gems of human beings. Here you go. I'll give you a little sneak peek. Oh, there she is.
No. Well, it's probably been a while. They said they haven't used it last year either. Yeah. Shall we go for a ride?
because I feel again. We're bringing this back to life. Picking up where we left, off and on again. We never quite could forget, 'cause what we got so
Dinghy motor's working well so far. It's not smoking anymore. When we first went to look at it, it was a little bit of smoke, so we were a little bit cautious, but
Yeah.
it seems to be fine now. So
It's a two-stroke, so it takes like an oil gas mixture, and if it's been sitting for a while, sometimes it'll smoke a little bit because it's old gas and stuff, or you have like a little bit of a dirty carb. And the fact that it's not smoking anymore means that like it wasn't a carb problem; it was probably just sitting a while with the gas. So that's awesome. That's the best case scenario.
what do you think, baby? You like it?
bringing this back to life.
Alex is gonna give it a go in reverse and see how it goes. That's neutral. We're going backwards. Oh, we're going backwards. Woo! Oh my god. I've been bugging Alex to let me give it a go, see how I do with it.
can you just turn this?
Well, you should look on it, right?
Adjust.
Back there.
Slow. I don't know.
Slow, fast.
Slow.
Well, take a second before. Babe, you're freaking out even before you've started reading anything.
Slow shift and start. There's
Yeah,
an
so
arrow.
towards the start is the opposite of slow is fast, and right now you're in neutral.
So I just turned it towards me, right?
Yeah, but right now you're in neutral. flick it forward. Oh.
How did that happen?
Put it back in neutral. Put it to start.
All the way forward?
Where it says start.
Okay. And then just pull it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just pull out and then...
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. Oh, I did it!
Alright, now you're lower down, lower down.
What?
Make it reduce the throttle. You see how it's like working hard right now?
This way?
Yeah. Oh, too much, too much. Okay, now throw her in gear. There you go. You want to get used to like listening to the engine. It'll tell you what it needs to do. Same as the tiller of the boat.
Kind of like turns weird or then tail more.
Different fast.
I feel like we're not going that way. Doing my full steering.
Yeah. You want to slow it right down and then throw it neutral. And then slow it down. You see how it's working hard? But don't slow it down too much because it'll shut off right there.
Okay.
That's perfect. Okay. It's like listen to it and it'll kind of tell you what it needs to do.
That sounds good.
Maybe a bit lower. A bit lower. Yeah. See how it hits that nice idle?
Yeah.
That's what you want.
Alright, switcheroo here. Well, it works great.
Yeah.
Our dinghy's patched. There's no more leaks. There's no more water in our dinghy. And we have a dinghy motor because our oars were never working. So
Yeah, we've come a long way. This thing was like friggin' a pile of nothing 8 days ago. Now look at her.
yeah.
And we can't really think of a name. We've got two in mind. We're thinking Free Willy.
Or lollygag.
So if you guys want to make a comment in the comment section and help us out, because we can't make up our mind on either one of them. But look at her today.
So just to give you guys an idea, this is the channel we navigated at nighttime when we came in the other night to grab our mooring ball. I don't know if you can see the green markers and red markers up there. There's another green marker and red marker.
As soon as you get here, there's a lot of stuff to hit. Like
There
look at
was-
all those mooring balls. Like we couldn't see
Yeah.
a single one of those last night.
We passed all the marina mooring balls and we couldn't see anything. It was like pitch dark. Our first nighttime sail ever. We've never navigated through anything like that before, and probably their most narrow navigation ever that we've ever done.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
it was completely dark, and the gusts started to pick up too as we entered in. So like Alex did an amazing job, and
both did. Hey.
I'm just so lucky that I could grab that mooring ball on the first try. It was crazy. Right on the other side of this green marker, there's a big shoal there. Land on the opposite side of the other red marker.
Just a couple things to hit.
We were trying to find a mooring ball, and I thought I spotted one because it had a white bobble thing on it. Then when we got closer, there was this tire. We wanted to come see if it was actually a mooring ball or not. And it is a mooring ball, but there's a tire attached to it. And so Alex wasn't sure, and he didn't think it was a mooring ball because it was a jug, which we realized once we got closer. And there was this tire, and I thought it was a rock. So I was like, power, get away from here, get away from here. And I'm like yelling at Alex. Like we were both kind of like just trying to get away from
Oh,
there.
I
'cause
got out of there.
Yeah.
I got out of there right fast.
Yeah, because I thought it was like a rock or something like that, but no, it is a mooring ball. But at nighttime, you just can't see
Yeah.
anything, and depth perception is weird too. So I seen this thing coming out of the water, and I thought it was like a marker for like a rock or like, I don't know, but yeah.
Well, it's our first time here, and if you're unsure, like I'll take that. I'll do that every time.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny anyway. But glad to know that it is a mooring ball and we didn't almost hit a rock, so good. How'd we come in, bud?
Water.
That's not what I said. We came in really nice and smooth and I was like, oh, we came in just like milk. And then, but I meant to say like butter, but I almost said it wrong. But we came in like milk.
Came in like milk. Like a nice cold glass of milk.
Did you like the ride, bud? Yeah, did you like the ride? Yeah? Nice. It came in so smooth and it was so much easier than the oars.
Join us next week to see what surprise visitor flies into my hair and hang out with us as we explore Picton, Ontario. Hit subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss it. Hey, I'm Krystal, and this is Alex, and this is our fur baby Dexter. Together, we bought a Tanzer 26 and are currently sailing on Lake Ontario. We are complete beginners with no previous experience. Subscribe and join us as we learn how to sail and fix up our boat.